man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
All right, check out our new sponsor, Greenwood Stocks. They want you to know how to be able to trade stocks and be your own boss and be free to travel the world by making passive income. We all need that passive income from stock market. What are you waiting for? Call or text 281-760-3170. If you didn't catch that, that's on your screen. Or check them out at social media, Greenwood Stocks, and catch them at Gmail, greenwoodstocktrading at Gmail, and the YouTube channel is Greenwood Stocks. Appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. Check them out. We out. All right, man, let's talk about Joseph Diaz and, what's the boy name? Joseph Diaz and Javier Fortuna, man. Talk about that fight that could produce a mandatory for Devin Haney. It will, if it is determined that there's a winner, not a split draw or technical draw, stuff of that nature. And I heard that Devin Haney and them, it's rumored that they want to fight them at the Mandalay Bay. Okay, that's where they want to have the fight at. So you look at Javier Fortuna and JoJo Diaz, they are fighting. I think they're the undercard, which I understand. Ramirez and Barrera is the main event. Okay, I think I like the Diaz fight a lot better than Sullivan Barrera and Gilberto Ramirez. So we know Joseph Diaz. He's a guy who debuted at 126 pounds. All right, it was 122.5. So he did, man, it's 122 a weight class. I'm sorry. I be forgetting these things, dude. It is a weight class. So he debuted like technically almost super bantamweight. Came up through the ranks, made his way to featherweight. Had a quick stop at a super featherweight, which he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fights. Excuse me. My bad. Hold on. He did make his debut at featherweight, technically, and he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fights at featherweight, or almost at featherweight, because he weighed overweight. He was overweight for the IBF title eliminator versus somebody. I can't pronounce his name, but he'd be fighting the dude that he came up short with, Rabdamovich. He would be fighting Kenichi Ogawa for the vacant IBF. He the dude that cheated versus Tevin Farmer on HBO. All right, you've got Pop Todd, and Farmer lost, but JoJo 5'6", 64-inch arms. He been doing this pro thing since 2012. He was an Olympian. Had one loss, one draw. His last fight was a draw. Came in overweight. Notable wins: Tevin Farmer. He lost to Gary Russell Jr. All right, you look at Javier Fortuna, which I think he is the favorite here. He been in deep with more people. He resides in Massachusetts for the Dominican Republic. He 5'6.5", 68.5-inch arms. He's fought the likes of Sharif Borgri. He beat him. Bordraft. He fought at the Mayweather Gym. Had a split draw with Robinson Jr. Had a no decision with Adrian Granados. Had a draw with Luis Franco. Beat Abner Cotto. He got lost to somebody. Who did he get knocked out? He got knocked out by Jason Sosa. That was in Beijing. Okay. So he got a nice resume. Just seemed to come up short or have a draw in most of these fights. But 36-2, got one loss by knockout and one draw. One of his losses was controversial. So he's the longer fighter, taller fighter, well, slightly taller fighter, longer fighter, way longer. And he's more physical. I mean, he's more physical as he's been at the weight class. So, JoJo is very technical. The extra weight might make JoJo more energetic, but he in a different weight class with a dude who actually did move up himself. He did move up himself in Javier Fortuna. He did move up himself. Fortuna started off at 135, but he fought as low as 126 featherweight. So, to me, Fortuna, the more polished and technical fighter is Joseph Diaz, and Joseph Diaz is gonna have to put that stick on him, put that jab on him, man, and be very technical. And I would fight Javier Fortuna, man. Honestly, I would back him up. I would not let him go lateral and dictate when he wants to come forward. I think Joseph need to back him up take away the length advantage, make it a phone booth fight, cut the ring off. That's how I would handle my business. That's kind of how I would go about it. Cut the ring off on them. Like I said, cut the ring off on them. Touch the body a lot. You know, just keep them moving backwards. You let Javier Fortuna get on this bike and go lateral and, you know, do all that type of stuff, man. You know, you're gonna have a tough time getting in there with him. No doubt about it. You're gonna have a tough time getting in there with him, man. His ability to you know, walk, he steals rounds. He'll sit there and he'll walk left to right, you know, he'll go lateral and then he'll jump in with some wild shit. So if you follow Javier Fortuna around the ring and you can't cut the ring off, and you allow him to jump in when he want to, Joseph Diaz gonna have a long night. You know, he gonna feign and do stuff. He gonna do shit to bother you. Feint. And then jump in and he'll steal rounds. Lead in with his head. So it's best for JoJo to cut. If he can't cut the ring off, JoJo ain't got no chance unless he catch it with something funky. All right, but best thing for JoJo to do is cut the ring off, work on the jab, and you know, cut the ring off and make it a phone booth fight. You know, drag Fortuna in the phone booth. JoJo good on the inside. I drag him in the phone booth, work him out in the phone booth. That would be my game plan. Cut the ring off, be in his chest. You know, take away his ability to jump in and be awkward. That's just how I would go about it, personally. But you know, that's JoJo one chance. You know, JoJo could sit there and make Fortuna come and counter Fortuna. That's tough. If Fortuna lead with his head, he got headbutts and you know, stuff of that nature. But yeah, that's gonna be tough, man. But to let Fortuna come to you and count on countering Fortuna all night, that could be something to catch Fortuna with some wild shit. Work on your uppercut, work on your hook, work on your straight punches. I mean, yeah, that can be a strategy. Most definitely, that could be a strategy, man. That's something that he may need to look into. But I would tell him that my number one plan would cut the ring off and stay in his chest and make him fight you on the inside. You let him walk around, feint you, you know, dictate, steal rounds, dictate when he want to come in, and you know, you gonna have a long night. You know, but if he sit there, Fortuna. If he let Fortuna do what he usually do and jump in when he want to, and he don't catch him, he gonna have a long night. He's gonna have a long night. So that's something that he need to think about. Cut the ring off or get in his chest and don't let him free willy around. That's what I would tell him. That'd be my advice. You wanna sit there and, you know, let Fortuna stay on the outside fade and jump in when he want to, be my guest. But me personally, no sir, not me. I'm not letting him do that. I tell him, look, if we can't cut the ring off, our best bet is to sit back and try to counter him when he jump in. That's what I would tell him. But like I said, they might have a different game plan. They might go out there and try to outbox him, make Fortuna come to him and try to catch him. But that's not what I would do. I would stay in Fortuna chest all night. But that's my opinion on what I would do. But for Fortuna, be yourself, you know. Dance around the ring, feint, jump in, try to catch JoJo. JoJo wasn't the big puncher at 130 pounds. He wasn't a big puncher at 126. Good body puncher though. And just, you know, do what you want to do. Feint, you know, lateral movement, jump in, try to catch him. That's what I would do if I'm Fortuna. Just be myself, and you know, when I do jump in physically, bully and push him back, and just be myself. So. It's a good fight. JoJo's very technical, and if that take over, his being technical, I mean, we'll see what happens. But if that takes over, that takes over. But I think Fortuna too physical for him, in my opinion. He's too physical for him, and I think Fortuna being a bigger puncher, I give him an edge. I would say I think it's 55-45 in his channel. So it's my personal opinion. I think Fortuna too physical, strong. I don't know how JoJo gonna move up, but I think Fortuna the better athlete, better hand speed, Physically stronger guy, I think. Don't know till fight night. Better foot movement, awkward and all that. Keep him off balance. I think he won a unanimous decision. I don't think he's gonna stop Joseph Diaz, but like I said, he's a tough fight. And had I seen Joseph Diaz versus Juris Corrales, that could have prepared him for Fortuna. But we'll see, man. We'll see. But I got Joseph Diaz. I got Fortuna. Unanimous decision. But in my opinion, don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, response, your video request. My social media subscription. Twitter's the fastest way, then Facebook, then Instagram. Facebook group link there as well too. All the links there. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Rest of the donation, share the video. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time. Peace. Hey you, yeah, I'm talking to you. You right there watching this video, waiting for this live stream to start, or just watching the membership video, man, and why you should join the membership. Let's talk about it real quick, expeditiously. We got the 3 levels. You got the rookie level, you got loyalty badges, you got custom emoji badges, and you have members on the live stream. As we get more people flowing in to join the membership, I have members only live chat. That means everybody can see the video that want to see the video, but only members will be able to chat. That's $3. That's a rookie. The All-Star, you get personal shout outs before the videos, maybe after the video, mostly likely before the videos. You give a priority to reply in the chat. So as soon as I see you, I reply before anybody else. Get early access to pretty much all my non-boxing videos there, $10 a month. Then we got the boxing pound for pound superstar for all my boxing boys and gals out there. Get early access to prediction and most of our boxing content, virtual video collaborations, and open debate. So, if you want to pre-record or go live and debate me for a whole video, you got early access to new videos, some of the videos in the All-Star as well too, and priority reply in the comments. So I see in the comments, you get priority reply. Instantly, that's $20 a month. So let me know what you guys think. Don't have a Patreon no more, so here's where you're gonna get some of that exclusive content I used to have on the Patreon. Peace.